welcome to Addie's chat. My name is Addiola. Most people call me Addie. Thank you so much for joining the chat today. Really, it's been ages. Really, it's good to see you all. For all the new subscribers, you are totally welcome here. For all the oldies, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for sticking around, even though I haven't been around a lot. Thank you so much. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a lovely summer, really, and enjoying this weather as much as you can. This week, I went to a really lovely event where I talked about the high cost of living. I've been doing a lot of so many other things in the community, really, that's not really giving me time to record, really. But I went to a really lovely event, and I thought I would record it and share with you. We talked about the cost of living, the benefits that are available, the help that the government has provided, really. But take a look, and yes, I will see you at the end. Thank you then. Bye. Thank you. So yes, so I am here as Addie, and I campaign really about issues that affect people like ourselves, ethnic minorities, things like that, within the county at large and as well. So I am here as myself. So I will still be able to tell you about what happens, what help is available in the community, and what help is available by the county. So the cost of living, there's a few things to high cost of living. We've always had cost of living, but this is kind of where the cost of living has gone up. I'm sure that every one of us has noticed when you're in the shop, the things that we buy for £1 has gone to maybe £1.25, £1.49. Things have gone up that tiny bit, but one thing that hasn't gone up is our wages. So we're still at the same point. We haven't got an increase. Maybe some people have, but a lot of us haven't got an increase in wages. This is kind of almost worldwide what's happening, but in the country there are a few things that the government has put in place that might help. The previous chancellor actually did announce a cost of living package. It was divided into 4 categories, really. There were mainly 4 categories they were looking to cover. So people on benefit should have, I think the third week in July, or the last week in July, people on benefit should have received the first half of the payment, which is a 326, I believe. There's a 650 altogether, but if you're on universal credit or any other benefit, you should have received the 326 in the third week. The second part was for pensioners, really, to help pensioners. What they're going to do is they're going to give an additional £300 towards their winter for payment. All pensioners 65 and over would normally get a check of £200 or £300 during the winter months, but then they're going to add an additional £200 or £300. So just wait for that check. It automatically, if you're a pensioner, you get that. That's automatic. The universal credit as well. As long as you made a claim before the 25th of May 2022, if your claim is after that time, unfortunately, you won't get the 325. Yes. So the third part of that payment is the disability cost of living. So anybody on PIP, anybody on any disability benefit will get £150, and that will be in September. That will be with the payment in September. If you get it bi-weekly, it will be the first or the second week, they haven't said, but you should have made a claim before the 25th of May to get that. Then the last one, which should apply to every single one of us, is the energy support scheme. Before they proposed that there will be £200, and what they will do is we will take the £200 in the form of a loan, whether you like it or not, but now they've scrapped all that, which is good. So everyone's getting the £400, every household. So it's not going to be an individual, it's going to be by household. So everybody will get the £400 to go towards the cost of your energy, really. And so yes, but all this package that they've released doesn't cover every one of us. Yeah, it doesn't cover every one of us. There's a whole lot of us that are working full-time. There's a lot of us that they haven't included. So this is what they're doing with the rest of us. There are some schemes in our local community. There are things available. But before I go to the scheme, what I would say is, as an individual, each and every one of us, really, I would encourage you to do a benefit check. Because times have changed, things are different. So go online, look for a benefit calculator. There is entitled to, there's a policy and practice benefit calculator. Put your details in, put how much you get in. Because people that were not entitled to benefit before could be entitled to benefit now. So do that. That's one thing that everybody should do. If that's one thing you take from here today, do that. Try and do a benefit check for yourself. But also, if you think you're going through extreme hardship, so what the council will class as extreme hardship varies from time to time. When you think that you're really struggling, you're absolutely struggling, and we know when we're struggling, we know ourselves. There are some grants that every council should have it. It's called the Exceptional Hardship Grant. I find this grant there. It's just a form that you just have to fill out your details. It might take a while for them to get back to you, but fill out your details and they will contact you and they can tell you what support is available for you. Also, there's a website called Turn to Us. It's for a grant. You can search the whole country for grants if you are really struggling. Turn to Us is a good website to start with. You would do that for your date of birth, and you don't even have to put your name to start with. Your date of birth and your postcode, and then you search for any grant, anything that's available near you. That's a good one to look at really if you're really struggling. So I'm going to go to now talk about the thing that really, one of the key things that's brought all of us into a little bit of this struggle. That's the gas and electric, really. So we are all affected by this. We all use gas or electric, one or the other. One thing that would help everyone now, if you have not been doing it before, is to always send a meter reading to your supplier. Send a meter reading every month, because what's happening with a lot of people is the energy companies are charging you an estimated. They're just assuming this is your bill because you're not telling them what the meter reading is. And if you know that you don't really like reading a meter or you find it difficult, there's so many YouTube videos on how to read a meter, so you can find that. If you find it difficult, get a smart meter. So get a smart meter. Call your energy company. The government has even said by 2024, everybody has to have a smart meter, whether you like it or not. So you can just ring them, I need a smart meter. And that way, with the smart meter, it's the intelligence behind it is that it would communicate what you're using to your energy supply. So that way, nobody's cheating anybody. Honestly, that's the way to go now. Get a smart meter, so you only pay for what you're using. And also, so if you've done all that already, if you know you have a smart meter, you send the meter reading, and still your energy bill is still high. If you're on direct debit, one thing you can also do is contact your energy company and say to them, can you put me on the lowest available tariff? So if you're on prepayment, if you're on a top-up really, a lot of the energy companies now have vouchers, so gas vouchers, electric vouchers. So if you're struggling, even if your first point of contact should be your energy company. If you know you're struggling, contact them, ask them. They all have help, but what they're doing is they're waiting to give it to the most vulnerable people. So if you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. So you need to contact them really. So I'm going to talk about how we can personally ourselves now save money and look after the money that we've got. Everybody has credit cards. During these tough times, what we should do with the credit cards is we've had them for a long time. If you've had them for a long time and you're still using it, you should look for one that has a cheaper interest rate. So look at your credit card. From the statement, you would know what the interest rate is. If possible, get one that's got a cheaper interest rate, or one that's got, there are loads of credit cards now, 24 months, 27 months, interest-free on purchases, so you're not going to pay anything on those ones, or interest-free on balance transfer. So move the balance from the one you have to a new one. It's just a smart way of doing things, really. Also, with current accounts, we can do a lot to save money as well. Our current accounts, a lot of us have set up direct debits 10 years ago. We don't even know what the direct debit is about. Some of us have gym memberships that have been running for like years. You don't go to the gym, but you're still paying the bill. So one thing we could do with this high cost of living is go through your bank account. If there's any direct debit that you don't recognize really, and you're not sure what that is, delete it, because every £2, £3 here is something. If there's something that even you recognize it, but you feel, I don't really want to be paying that anymore, delete it, let the company contact you, and then you can evaluate whether that's something that you really need or cover. So if I will leave you with something, it will be, please look at some type of critical illness, some type of life insurance. If you have children, if you've got property, if you've got any loved one, I would say.
Can we put our hands together to thank our
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for watching to the end. If you have, thank you so much. If you will kindly share this with a friend, really, this might be helpful for a friend. Anyone you know, share with them. And subscribe, really, like, yes, and comment. Send me a comment, really. If you've got any questions, my details are below. My contact details are below. It's best to send me an email. I do respond to emails. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the support. Thank you so much. I plan to do a few more things. I will, as I can, really get back on here from time to time. But thank you for sticking around, really. If there's anything you would like me to talk about, or anything else that you think that maybe I haven't talked about, or you've got a question or something to clarify, yes, as I said, my contact details are below. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. God bless you. Bye.